In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum. I welcome all my friends. Today, in the lecture, we will tell about Pharaoh in detail, and new friends are requested to subscribe to the channel. This incident happened 3,500 years ago. After the Pharaoh drowned and died, the sea threw his body out by the order of Allah, while no trace of the rest of the army. One of the Egyptians recognized his body lying on the beach and told the people of the court. Pharaoh's body was brought to the palace. The courtiers put spices and preserved it in a coffin with all dignity and respect. A mistake was made by them during the tanning process, because Pharaoh died by drowning in the sea, and after being in the water for some time after death, a layer of sea salt was left on his body. The Egyptians left that layer of salt on his body, and as time passed, the earth and sky saw many revolutions under which everything was hidden. Even the mummified bodies of the pharaohs were hidden in the layers of the earth. Their names remained only in books, their buildings and 2,000 years after this incident, the last prophet of Allah, Hazrat Muhammad, came to this world. In the last book revealed to him, the stories of the pharaohs were described in great detail. And in this connection, the verse about preserving the body of this pharaoh was also revealed, the truth of which was firmly believed by all believers. But they were unable to understand where the body of this divine claimant was kept, and how will it be made a lesson. In 1871, Ahmed Abd al-Razul, a poor and petty thief from Al-Ghornia, an Egyptian city, gained access to a secret passage leading to the mummified bodies of the pharaohs. Ahmed Abd al-Razul used to steal and sell antiques. One day he was walking in the same direction at Tabaisa near the banks of the river Nile. He was excavating a place to steal artifacts when he discovered a secret passageway. That in the meantime he was caught by some people and handed over to the police. Archaeologists and scientists from all over the world flocked to Egypt to confirm that this was a huge event. After conducting various scientific tests, scientists around the world confirmed it. Compared to all the other bodies, only Pharaoh's body had a layer of sea salts. After this confirmation, it was declared as the body of Pharaoh and preserved in the museum. Pharaoh's mummy began to deteriorate, so the Egyptian government at that time requested the French government that the mummy of the pharaoh should be saved from spoiling. Also, the cause of his death should also be known through modern scientific means. So the Egyptian and French government arranged to take the mummy to France. When the pharaoh's body was brought to France, the French president of the day himself was present at the airport to welcome him along with top government officials, all ministers and army officers. Pharaoh's body was received like a great living king. Military troops saluted. The pharaoh's mummy was handed over to a team of expert doctors. The team was headed by Dr. Maurice Bouquet. All the organs of the mummy were closely examined through microscopic tests. So it was found that sea particles are still present in his body, and death was also due to drowning in water. A king died due to drowning. This came as a surprise to Dr. Maurice. He tried to find out more about this mummy, so he came to know that the circumstances of the death of this king are recorded in detail in the Holy Quran, which was revealed to the Prophet of Muslims. He knew where this body was found. It is an Islamic country. So, driven by curiosity, he reached Egypt. He was a scientist. He met a scientist from Egypt in this case. This scientist opened the Holy Quran and recited to him the word-for-word translation of verses 90 to 92 of Surah Yunus. Pharaoh's claim to divinity, his death by drowning, and then his dead body was taken out of the water and embalmed, and then finding the body again, and then his body is preserved again in the modern scientific age, all pointed to one side and very clear: I will make you a sign of lesson for those who come later. Pharaoh's body has been preserved and brought before the world, that at a click of the internet, on magazines and journals, on TV channels and in museums, Kriya and Pichki are in a pitiful condition in front of the eyes of billions of people. For example, to think that the one who is worthy of worship and eternal is the creator and sustainer of all. Dr. Morris heard the verses translated, so at the same time, he called out that the Quran is true and read the word, and became a Muslim. The incidents of Pharaoh drowning in the sea are also in the Bible and the Gospel, but it is not a matter of saving the dead body as an example, which was a real miracle and also a great prediction that after 1,000 years the world will know that the words of the Quran turned out to be true letter by letter.